Hey gang, welcome back to the Ultimate Street Fighting Systems Combat Jiu-Jitsu series. This is tape number 3. I'm Walt Bayless, and again with me surviving the first 2 tapes is Big Darren Lopez, and we're going to be working with you on knee and ankle locks, everything below the body that you want to attack. These things are going to be a blast, okay? They're unusually effective because people are not used to defending their legs. When you grab legs and start attacking them, people feel real awkward, and you have a really good shot at getting more advanced grapplers, people that are experienced on the ground, wrestlers on up. Ankle locks and knee locks throw them way off because they're not, their upper body, they're used to pulling things out of the way and manipulating and doing advanced things. Usually with the legs, usually just kind of clamping on. Even as you get really, really good, the legs are still unusually vulnerable. And the reason why we're going to start working in the guard today is because the legs are just so easily accessible. They're right there in front of you, and for now, I don't want you to keep the guy in the guard. There's no sense in grabbing on and cranking down. What I want you to do now is work the moves. Get real comfortable with your body placement and so on, because by the time we get through with tape 5, with our escapes and reversals and so on, you're going to feel confident, then you can put the 2 together and start developing your attack and counterattack and so on. Right now, start from the guard. I want you to kind of just maybe lightly cross the feet if you want to, but just mostly have them pretty relaxed, okay? For starters, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one leg or the other, okay? Just to figure out which one I want to attack. Right now, up here, so you guys can see what the hell I'm doing, I'm going to show you. It's going to be right near the camera. On the other side here, my elbow is going to be sliding in and making a little space, just like this. Bam, open it goes. Now, as I do that, I'm going to hop back and drive the knee right between the legs here. Okay? Now, this is another reason why you should train with somebody that you trust. Okay, this is already going to put the guy off at ease. It's going to limit his attack a little bit. He'll be less likely to get a little uppity with you. Okay, so in there, don't leave too much weight on it. You know, depending on how you guys are doing together, go ahead and rest your weight and put the guy in a little bit of trouble. Next, I'm going to go ahead and slide my hand back here because I'm looking for that ankle. Okay? As I raise my hips up a bit, this ankle's going to kind of slide right in my armpit. Here we go. Up it comes. Bam. Now, I want to make sure that I throw this outside leg over before I lay back. That's a big mistake a lot of people make. They lay down, the guy sits up with them, and they're all in kind of trouble. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive up inside here, over comes the leg, and then I sit back here. I'm staying really tight to him, pinching inside, keep things really, really, really snug, so he's got no movement at all. Now, my radius bone, at the inside of my forearm, right by my thumb, is all the way back by his ankle, okay? Now, here's an easy mistake that a lot of people can make throwing these ankle locks. They're going to lay back so their hips are too deep. Here, they don't have no pull, they have no more leverage. So what you're going to do is take the foot on the bottom and kind of help yourself back a bit. Now, my hips are closer to his heel, and I've got a lot more leverage. Again, stabbing this in really deep here. The other arm comes across and braces the shin. Now, they're going to stack. Underneath it comes, on top of the other hand here. And finally, I'm going to take and pinch my elbow into my side as tight as I can, and then look up. Easy lock goes on, just like that. Okay, one more time. We'll put it all together. Inside. Start from the guard here. I'm going to brace myself back. Okay, take your time. Dig out. Make a space. Hop up into the squat. Searching. Look for the ankles. I lift my hips just a bit. It comes up. Back it is. I can get a little bit of space here. I've got better leverage now. Some distance. Deep through. The other hand controls the shin again. Stack my wrists. Pinch my elbow to my side. And look up there. An easy ankle lock. This is one of the easiest, and like we said before, probably the most effective, because you have more success with the simpler moves. The more complex or ridiculous they get, the better chance you have of being on Kung Fu Theater, the lesser chance you'll have of making them stick in a real situation. So, okay, last time, I want to show you this again, but I want to show you a variation on this move. There's 2 ways you can do an ankle lock, okay, depending on how he's reacting to you. I'm going to drive in again, okay? I've picked a leg. Of course, it's going to be this one so you guys can see what I'm doing. Bam! Outside goes that elbow. Squat, and back I go. Now, I notice he's kind of straightening his leg out. Straightening his leg out hard and sticking his heel out here. Making it hard for me to get back. You'll feel a lot of people do that. It's difficult now to get my wrist underneath. One thing that will make it a little easier for you is driving your hips back, like I said. Still, I don't feel like I'm quite getting the dig that I want. It's a little more difficult to battle this guy. But I've got another option that's sticking right out there. In escaping that first move, he's opened himself up for the second one. It's the same move, but it's just a variation. His heel's sticking out, so I just want to reach back like this and clear his whole foot here. Underneath his heel I'll come, just like that, and lock my hands. Now again, watch as I do this. I at all times keep my legs extremely tight and snug. Underneath, lock. Now I want to turn it and lift at the same time. What I'm doing is I'm using my lat or my armpit to kind of drive his toe down. My arms are pulling his heel up, and I'm putting a little twist to it at the same time. Inside the It's a powerful move. Okay, all together. Last time again. Back up, squat. Over I come. Search for the heel. Easy ankle lock right there. Okay, next. From the same position here, a lot of people will expect that ankle lock because it's sitting right there. And not to say that it's not going to work, but they will expect it. So, something else that you can try, something a little new, is you can enter into the same lock, the same way. Giving that leg some space, coming up with that knee, and they're waiting for you to attack that ankle. So they're ready to sit up. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll start grabbing on you and hold you up so you can't lay back, you know. And rightly so, you know, an ankle lock's a bummer. But what I want to do this time instead is go the opposite direction. And that's kind of what jiu-jitsu is all about. Originally, a lot of the other martial arts, they claim to blend with their opponents and mold with their movements and use their energy against them. It came from jiu-jitsu. That's what jiu-jitsu is about. In reality, however, he's going to be jerking me back down on him, okay? And it's going to be difficult. I don't want to sit here all day trying to argue for position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go with his energy here and turn the corner. Now watch slowly. My hands are still in place like it was for the ankle lock, but I'm not going to reach behind it like this. I'm going to use my elbow. Watch, I'm going to drive up on him here and turn the corner, sliding right around his leg. Bam, back in here. Do a nice simple little knee lock right there. Again, you want to keep your feet together, keep your legs pinched nice and tight. Put your hand back on your hip, pinch down, and ease your hips in. It's very, very tight. You do have to be careful with this one because there's not a lot of play in the old knee, okay? This is probably one of the worst breaks I can think of right here. So, again, creating that little bit of space. In comes the knee like this. Now, he may be trying to keep me from going back, or I just want to try something different to throw him off here. So I'm going back. I'm going to drive this knee around, and I want to come around his knee. Don't take his knee with you. Don't twist him around in a circle, okay? What you want to do is just ease around the leg, right there. And you'll land right in the exact position you want to be in. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this move from the other angle so you can see what it looks like from the other side. Okay, now, do it on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, make that space again, but I'm doing it on this side because I'm attacking this leg here. Open it comes, and I hop right up in the squat inside here. In comes the knee, right between the legs. I'm still going after that ankle like I might be doing an ankle lock, okay? He'll be preparing for it, and I'm going to drive this knee over. Okay, remember, my legs are going to be tight when I finish, but they're going to be loose just for a second. I still want to be snug, but I want to slide around the thigh. When I get in position, then I lock it up, okay? Here it comes, in underneath here, turn the corner, nice and slow. Bam, there's the heel lock right there. It goes on before it goes on, all right? You want to have your hand on this side, ease it back, and there it is. Okay, one more time. Let's put it all together now. Inside so you can see from the other angle, at a regular speed. Inside, I'm going to drive that knee down. Up I come inside here, spin around the thigh, back inside there, and there's the knee lock. It's a piece of cake. That was a lot of fun. Get a few cheers from your buddies. Okay, now, what I'd like to do is start from the cross body position. Okay, inside here. From this position, all right, you're gonna have to rely on his basic defense, and that'll be keep his knee up. If he doesn't have his knee up, you're gonna have an easy mount. In jiu-jitsu, when we start cross body like this, here, this knee is always up, okay, as often as it can be, to protect him from the mount. If it's down, it's too easy for me just to hook and come back on top. He'll find himself in a really bad position here. So in order to prevent that, this knee will be up nice and high, okay, keeping him from the mount, but opening him up for a leg lock. So what we want to do is we want to take advantage of that. What I like to do is just kind of put this hand on the thigh there, keeping it up in space. Now I'm going to hop up and do a squat the same way, inside here. So I have that knee right underneath his thigh, and it braces, right inside here. Now as I drive my leg up between his legs, I'm in the same position again. I'm going to sit back, ease, inside here. Now, notice how the leg's coming across this time. Last time it was on the same side of the armpit as his armpits were. It was in line with us. When it's across like this, I think it's easier to take the second option of the ankle lock because his foot moves around. It's harder to keep him straight. So I go ahead and take the heel almost every time from this position inside here, okay? Now, you want to watch out for this one thing here. When you sit back in any of these ankle locks, you've also got your foot hanging out, okay? Which means he can throw the same thing on you. In order to avoid that kind of a, grab me ankle lock battle to the death, what you want to do is try to put yourself in as good a position as possible right off the bat. So I want to have this thing solidified, man, before I even hit the deck. That way it's going on, he's in trouble, he'll be tapping and thinking about, where's mom and, what's for lunch, instead of attacking my ankle. So I'm going to grab him here, hop up underneath, pat it up, and I'm already in place here. So when I hit the deck, that thing's already on. So if you grab my ankle or anything like that, they'll change his mind. Okay, that's the whole idea. All right, now that's simple enough inside there. The knee lock is a little less direct, okay? Because you have to start with an alternate attack. When you're in crossbody, the legs aren't totally available to you like they were in the guard. In order to get this knee lock here, we have to go ahead and fake an attack. Back here, start from crossbody. We're going to do what we did in the last tape here and try the knee up series, okay? Boom. We're threatening him out here. He's bothered by that, and he'll be blocking it with his hand. What I'd like to do is reach through here, taking this far leg. Now I'm going to drive, and instead of going straight across here, remember we're blending with his movement. Instead of trying to drive and fight his hand there, I'm going to go with it. He's pushing it down, so I'm going to let it go down. Inside here this way. So as I do, I just have to clear this leg over the head and get this leg here. Boom. Easy leg lock right there. Now this time I don't have my arm underneath it. I can put it underneath, but just like the arm lock, I want to make sure his knee's facing directly, perpendicular to my body. And the way I do that, his knee will always be where his toe is pointing. So if it's pointing right at me, I'm in good shape. So I can grab inside here, and it's a better idea not to pull with just your hands unless you're incredibly powerful, like Darren. See, when you're like me, you've got to grab around here like this and put your body inside here. The tightest way to do it is like we did the first time. To drive that arm underneath here, put it back behind, then you're extremely tight. Okay, once again. Now, start back up from cross body, easing into the position here. Now, I start my attack, up comes the knee, I put pressure on there. He's pushing it down, trying to get it off, but back into me. I let it go inside here. Back I come, grab the ankle here. I make sure the toe's pointing right at me here to get my lock. In order to tighten it up, again, underneath, and I put my hand right on my hip. Curl tight. I want to curl on that butt. Okay? Don't let it sag back here. Get right on the butt here, and get up as high in the ankle as you can, and look back. There it is. Easy knee lock. From the cross body position. Now, again, when you're doing all these things with your partner, remember, don't sit there and try to resist each other right now. When it's time to free spar and you guys get good at the basics, then you can give each other as much trouble as you want to give each other. But in the beginning, take it easy. Let your limbs kind of go. Let them feel success. Your mind has to experience a successful movement in order for it to assimilate it properly. Otherwise, you're going to get used to a lot of frustrated attempts. In the beginning, that's the most important thing. We call it tempo grappling, where we kind of just move slowly from one move to the next, so our minds get a workout instead of our bodies. Okay, your body's easy to train. It doesn't take more than 3 or 4 times a week for an hour a day. You'll be in great shape, as good as you can be. Your mind can train all day. So you want to relax and go through the move slowly. What I'm going to do now is show you a few ankle, knee, and leg locks from the guard when I'm in the guard. Now this is a lot trickier. So Darren's going to hop up here. I'm going to get back on my back and pull him into my guard here. Again, you guys don't want to. I think it's a bad habit to sit there and cross your legs and squeeze anyway. In the beginning, your legs are going to be more like clamps. Okay? They shouldn't be. They're as versatile and as useful as your arms are, and they should be as agile and nimble, and you've got as many options already. So I want to hold them in, sure, but I want to be able to work with them. Here, one of the easiest and simplest leg locks you can get from here, and that's what we always start with, is a simple, what we call a knee fold or knee pinch. What we do is we're holding him inside here, and he's going to be fighting for some space, and all I want to do is clear him off to one side here, unlock my legs, and look behind his leg here. So I want to give him a pull up, and look behind his leg here. Just like that. Not on the outside, inside, just like this. So I'm going to drop it down, I'm going to clear him, and swim past him here. As I sit up this way, I find myself in this position here. I'm going to scoop that foot back here and grab the top of the toe. And this one's particularly horrible. Is that tap? we're buddies here, okay? But just because we're on camera. Okay, yeah, you want to pull that back. If you pull back the ankle, you don't have as good a leverage here. Walk back to the toe, you get a nice tight pull here. Okay, one more time. And only one more. Okay, back down the side, here like this. I'm holding them in. Things are going crazy, as they always do. I'm going to come down here and click the side and swim up. Here I go. There's that little knee again. Now look how I am here. I want to show you one thing that's really important. Darren and I are both about 180, but he feels heavier. Okay, I don't want to put the meaty part of my calf down the bend of his leg because it's not as uncomfortable, and unfortunately that's what we're going for. So what I do want to do is come closer down, about where we grab the ankle to lock it. That part of my ankle, I want to slide that down to the bend of his knee, and I'm going to get in deep. Notice how my legs aren't straight, parallel with this. They're totally perpendicular, so my knees folded out here. As I grab like this, the first hand kind of puts it in place. The second hand grabs really high on the toe for better leverage. So as I fold it back, I get a quicker tap. With my knee part of my calf, it may take all day to get a good tap out of it. Inside here, hardly pull at all, and you get your tap. Now, back in the guard again we go. The chances that you're going to have to throw ankle locks on will a lot of times arise from somebody standing up or giving you some space here, because generally the legs are not that accessible to me when he's in my guard. But there are some exceptions here. And I think those exceptions a lot of time arise when he stands up, starts driving up into me inside here like this, and you'll get a lot of that, especially from wrestlers and so on like that. And it's not a bad place for them to be. It really isn't. It's going to make it more difficult for me to control them. It's going to give them some more space to hit me. So a lot of times, this is a good last-ditch effort. I wouldn't consider this a primary attack by any stretch of the imagination. But here, I'm having a little trouble. So what I like to do is I'm coming off at an angle again, just like it was before. And what you can do is take this outside leg, put it all the way through, and come back around inside here. When you do that here, you're going to be able to push him down here and take that outside heel. The same way. We'll just take him down here, and here I am in the same old ankle lock that I was before, and pull him right back just like this. Okay, one more time. This time we'll speed it up for your enjoyment. Okay, he's standing up inside here like this. I'll turn to the side a bit. Through that leg comes. Bam, on the top. Around the ankle I come. Lock the hands. Pull back here. And an easy tap. That's the ankle lock from that guard position. Okay. Last but not least. Actually, I think we got one more. Okay. As the guy stands up again this time, hop up. All right. Now we're going to notice it's difficult sometimes for us to clear this outside leg. Before, it was difficult for us to clear the leg on this side. But we're still going to attack this leg. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn to the side, just like this. Okay? Turn to the side like I'm running. Now, this foot here does not leave his hip. I'm attacking this leg, so the foot on that side does not leave his hip. It stays there. I'm going to take the hand on the side of the leg I'm attacking, put it underneath. Now it stays on his hip, but watch. My knee goes under, and my knee only. Inside there. There it is. Now, I'm going to stomp this leg straight to clear it, and around it's going to come. Bam. There it is there. And I'm back in the knee lock position again, just like we were before. Okay? One more time. Up we come. He stands up. I give him a little space. Foot stays on his hip. Same side. At me under, this arm under. Stomp with this leg to clear it. Back around. Pull it all the way through. And you got your knee lock again. Okay. I'd like to do that one more time on the other side so you guys can see how this whole thing works. See from another angle. As he comes up, I'm turning to the side here this way. I'm attacking this leg now, so this knee and this arm go under. Now watch what's happening on this side here. A lot of times he'll be grabbing onto it or something like that and clearing the leg. By kicking it out and coming through this way. I'm in his knee lock, and up comes this. That's as simple as that. Okay, and finally, from the guard position here, I've got another one here I think you're really going to like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create that same space. Now, opposite that side is going to be my other knee, and I want to slide that back. This leg that usually would come up in the middle still is, but not on top. Right in the middle here. And I'm going to sit back like this. Okay? Creating a little space here. Now, I want to come underneath part way, just so my hand pokes up the other side. I want to keep my bicep right against the shin here. That's going to be part of my leverage. My hands are going to lock up this way. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this knee and turn back into them. I'm not going to twist with my arms. I'm going to pull them into my body. That's going to make the twist happen. Inside here, this way, and that'll help turn them over. Now, I'm going to show you this the other side too, but I want you to see it this side first. As I turn them over here, my outside leg here is going to come across, just like that first knee pinch that we did. So I'm going to come across here and brace it with my hip. And come back, almost like coming from behind. I can already start choking, or whatever I want to do, rib attack, you know. But right here, all I do is lean in and keep my knee out wide. There's an easy tap there. Okay, one more time. From the other side here. Okay, this time. I'm attacking this leg, so the opposite arm, and giving me space. Same side knee in the middle, but not on top. Here. Sit back. Underneath comes that arm, right? Around the corner, my bicep still in contact with the shin. Lock my hands, not twisting, but pulling. Inside here. There it is, just like that. My outside leg is going to replace where my arm is. Inside here. So it's going to come up, and I want the small part of my ankle again, right in this space. Inside here. My hip taking the rest of the pressure. It goes on early. Lean in. There it is, it's all done. Okay, gang, that's going to wrap up tape number 3, and I think that's going to give you a good idea of some of the possibilities you have with attacking the lower body, with locks and so on. What I would like to do right now is, like we've always done in the first 2 tapes, rewind the tape, go back to the beginning, start with 1 or 2 or maybe 3 at the most of the moves and work them, both sides. Then slowly adding resistance back into it from your partner, okay? And I'd like you to get ready right now for tape number 4, where Darren and I are going to go into some chokes. One of the most popular parts of jiu-jitsu. So I look forward to seeing you guys. It's been a great training session, and we'll see you then. Thanks.